Hey there guys, it's Delta49er here with my gaming and desk setup for fall of 2015. I haven't done a setup video in a while, so I'm going to do this one in a little bit more detail than I usually do. I'm just going to go through and maybe explain things a bit more. And if you're not interested in that, you will definitely see the main part of the setup within the first few minutes. So we're going to start over here on the left as usual. This is just some workspace. I use this for schoolwork, and I cleaned it all up for the video and just in general, but this is usually where I do homework, and there's usually like books and papers and stuff there. Behind the left side of my desk I have this lamp which pretty nicely lights up the left part of my desk, and this is really where I sit and everything, so I put it on this side. Behind my desk I have a Sony left channel floor speaker. I have a home theater system for my sound system for my computer. It's a 5.1 system, but all the speakers are pretty much in front of me because I don't have them mounted on walls or anything, so it's sort of just like a surround but not really system. But yes, it's a home theater system for my sound. And if we continue here, behind this left monitor I also have a Sony left channel speaker there. And also I have a FlexiMounts monitor mount. You can see there sort of. And this holds up my left and center monitors. It's a dual monitor mount. So that monitor over there on the right is just on a stand, and it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it would be nice with a triple monitor mount, but it looks alright as is. Then, if we go ahead and go behind the monitor here, you can see I have a Western Digital external hard drive, and that is, I believe, 4 terabytes. I use that to back up my computer, and I have another one that I use to back up video, so that's just like my Windows backup drive. I also have my iPhone 6 with my OtterBox Defender series case. It is in white and gray. In the center here, I have my Corsair Vengeance K70 keyboard. This one has red LEDs with Cherry MX brown switches, and it's the black edition, I guess, or it's like stainless steel, black stainless steel. I used to have a silver and blue one that had Cherry MX reds, but then an LED went out, and then they don't have those anymore. So this actually goes better with everything as far as my computer goes, which I will show you in a second. Behind that is my Sony center channel speaker and my remote for my Sony AVR. To the right is my Logitech G502 Proteus Core gaming mouse, which is very nice. I really do like that. I like my keyboard and mouse setup here. It's pretty good, pretty high quality build. And next to that, or under that I guess, is my Corsair MM200 Standard Edition mouse pad. It's pretty good. I have never found a mouse pad that sticks to your desk very well that is that size, so that is another. This thing, like, for a little while it would stick, but now it sort of like slides around pretty easily. It doesn't really slide around when I'm using it too much, but occasionally it'll end up like sort of diagonal to what it is now. The next part of the setup is my computer. Just added some lights so I could explain things here. So this is what I use for everyday use, coding, editing, gaming, everything. I do that on here, and it works very well. I've had it for a few years, but I keep upgrading it, so depends how you look at that. It's still pretty updated. It has a Core i7 2600K from Intel. It has a NVIDIA GeForce GTX 780, the ASUS DirectCU 2 edition, and liquid cooling. It's a Corsair H100i, some SSDs, things. The case here comes open in the front, so you can. It's like a easy load bay. A little dusty, but yeah, I have a hard drive and 2 SSDs in there right now. I used to have another SSD that was like 32 gigs, but I honestly didn't use it for anything, so yeah. And the main one right there, it's hard to see, but like right there is a Samsung 840 Pro, which is a few years old, but still runs great. There's a fan controller on the front, sorry about like the glare. There's also a CD drive, which I rarely use, and in the back there, it's hard to see, I actually used to have my mic and my headphones plugged into the front here. They were just like sitting on the top, but I plugged those into the back now, which I'll show you in a moment. But there's a card reader, and that card reader has the world's shortest cable. It is probably less than a foot long, so I have to keep it down there, which is kind of annoying. I wish I could put it up on top of my desk. But yes, that is the card reader that I use to import video, and it's kind of a mess, but less of a mess than it used to be. All the wires that go into my computer are sort of like bundled a little bit there, and the cable management has gotten better. It looks kind of disgusting from under the table, but if I actually go like where I actually stand and where I would ever sit, I can't see any of the cables, so I'm happy with that. But yes, my mic and my headphones are actually going into the back now, and I have a splitter for my speakers and my headphones so that they're both always plugged in, and I also don't have to plug them in the front here. So that's good. Now, going up to the top, I actually forgot like the most important part here. The desks are Z-Line Gemini desks. That is a very common question that I get. You cannot buy them anymore as far as buying them new goes, but you can probably find them on Craigslist or eBay or something. There's 2 of them, and I just put them together to make like a U-shaped desk sort of thing. It's more like a C, but yeah, there you go. And while we're at it here, I have an executive chair from Amazon. Not really sure about the name of that, but it's comfortable. It's kind of like cheaply built, but it works. It doesn't collapse or anything. And under that, I have a rolling mat. Now, if I continue with the monitors, kind of going in a strange order here, but I have 3 monitors, all 24-inch or 23.6-inch monitors, and on the left and the right, I have 2 ASUS VE247H monitors, and those are both 60 Hertz. And then in the center is an ASUS VG248, I believe, monitor, and that is 144 Hertz. I use that one in the center because that's where I would be playing games, or it's the primary use monitor, so I have the best one in the center. And this is NVIDIA 3D Vision Ready. That one over there, the stand is actually from this one, which is actually on the monitor mount. Only reason I have this stand on this monitor is because you can move it and tilt it more than you can with the VE247H default one. I don't know. There you go. So behind that monitor is a Sony right channel speaker, and we have my Sennheiser wireless headphones, and these have lasted me for 8 years, I believe, at this point. They work very well, some German engineering for you, so very happy with those. And I have my wireless home phone, or portable home phone, whatever they call it, and then the mic setup. And if I swivel this around towards the desk into place, I have an Audio-Technica AT2020 USB right there, and a Natty MPF06 monitor, pop filter, I think, something like that. It's in my Amazon store, so you can check that out, I guess. A Samson SP01 shock mount, and a Rode PSA1 mic stand, which I really like because I can easily just move it out of the way, back into place very nicely. Behind the right side of my desk, I have a Delta Airlines Airbus A320 model and a Sony right channel floor speaker. Next to that is my little charging station here. Right now I have a battery for this camera that I'm using right now charging, and I also have my iPhone charger, and I just plug things in there to charge them. Next to that is my Sony AV receiver, which is a Sony STR DH500. My home theater system that I use for my computer plugs into this. There's a bunch of inputs, so if I ever need to like put or plug my phone in or something like that, I can do that as well. And under this little shelf here is my Canon 60D. I use this for most of my video except for this sort of thing because it doesn't have autofocus during video, so it's hard to get perfect focus in every shot when they're at like different distances. So that is why I am not using it right now. My little like home office thing here, so a organizer, and I have some tape, a stapler, and just some pens, pencils, a pair of scissors. I have a letter opener, a screwdriver. Next to that is an unsolved Rubik's Cube, and I have a creeper that I bought at PAX East 2014, which I bought so that people could sign it. Jordan or Captain Sparkles, I should say. Jordan CS, I was reading from it. The creatures and a bunch of other people signed it at a signing, and I just have that as like a little souvenir memory thing. Below the desk, oh my, an organizer, we have a Swiffer duster. There is a bunch of stuff that I use very often, so I have some headphones, some cleaning things, USB drives. Under that is a lot of charging equipment, some camera stuff, an external hard drive, some SD cards, things like that, all in this. I use this stuff a bunch, but it's mostly charging equipment. This is like my tools and like screwdrivers, wrenches, things like that, and yeah, some lights and stuff, some random stuff. Next to this is my Sony subwoofer. This completes my surround sound, 5.1 surround sound system. And then I have a can of compressed air. And then if we go over here, the final part, I have my Belkin power strip, which I have pretty much everything plugged into, and then a Cat6 Ethernet for my computer. And that is pretty much it for this tour. I think I got everything. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to leave us in the comments below. I will try to answer them. If you did see anything in this tour that you may want to buy, I have a link to my Amazon store, and if you buy it through there, I will receive referral credit at no extra cost to you. So thank you if you decide to buy anything from here off of Amazon. And if you did enjoy this, a like and a share would be greatly appreciated. Shares do really help me out. If you could share this video to even one person, that is one more person that will see this, and yeah, I do appreciate it. If you are not already following me on Twitter, haven't liked the Facebook fan page, or are not following me on Google+, those links are down in the description below. And if you're new to the channel and you do enjoy gaming, tutorials, and reviews, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching.